Hello, this is Captain Damage speaking here, and welcome aboard SpeedyNet. Yeah guys, I am officially a captain now. I passed the exam, I did it. And of course, we are also still manager of SpeedyNet, but all of a sudden, guys, I have seen the light, and we are gonna stop investing in trains and gonna do boats only. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was just joking, but yeah, it was pretty difficult, but I did make it in the end, which I'm pretty proud of. So, having said all that, we are currently looking at the, I think it's safe to say, biggest station that we have over here. And before we continue with the track building of our baby network over here, which is for the time being its own separate thing, you know, like completely separate from the other network. But I have noticed that there is an issue here, and we're gonna fix it. What is the issue? Well, if you take a look over here, you can see that we have quite a lot of trains loading here and not moving. And that means that they are occupying spaces that we could use otherwise for loading. And that basically makes this whole station like really sluggish and slow with the throughput. Look, these trains are just waiting here because these trains don't move on. I have to admit that I didn't just now see this, you know, like, oh, look at how good he is as a tycoon. Well, I am, of course, but the thing is that I know the root cause for it, and that is the timetabling that we got going. And because they are all timetabled, they all think, oh, I'm way too late or way too early, and I need to wait till I am on time. But that's not how it's gonna work, because every breakdown that they have to wait for along the way basically means that they're gonna wait it again in the station to catch up with the timetable. And if it's only 2 stops, it might not take that long. But especially these trains, okay, that was not the one. These ones, look, yeah, these have like the mega route, which is like, I think 40 stops or so. Okay, no, it's way more. It's 54 even. So for them, it makes a huge difference. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset all the timetabling. Well, not even reset it. I'm just gonna straight up gonna untimetable them, because I see right now that it doesn't really have that much upsides if the station becomes this big. So especially here with the supplies. These trains, yeah, they will notice it. So, look at this, 75,000 ticks. I don't even know how long that is, but let me just tell you that that's a lot. So, right now I've basically untimetabled it, so those trains should now all go. And if we just grab pretty much every group of them and untimetable these, it should be, yeah, you saw the 3,000 ticks, that's what they else need to wait in the station because they are late. Now stuff like that is just not gonna work out. Now just as a check, yeah, so all the shared groups are all untimetabled now. So this is gonna speed up stuff quite a bit. The downside of it is because, why did I timetable it, you might wonder? And that is for the station ratings. And I've had a thought about that, like, okay, so what we're gonna do now is basically make our stations be less rated, I guess. But at the same time, I'm more like, yeah, well, you know. Or they wait over here, and time is money, so we're gonna make less money. Or we're gonna have a few less ratings, but the station's gonna have good throughput again. Guess what I chose? Yep. So, you know, that's not all that difficult. So we're basically gonna have to do this, and I'll quickly sort them all out. Right, so I think I got the most of them, but well, you know, the thing is, I believe that I can untimetable them, but it's not like they're gonna take that option, like integrate it into their routing and all that straight from the get-go. So they need some adjustment period basically, but this will all sort itself out. And instantly you can see like it's already running so much smoother if all the trains just move on their merry way. Like see, like this one, I believe. You need a gentle nudge in the right direction. See, you're not timetabled, but I don't know. I guess the reset late counter is the thing we need to do. So we need to keep an eye on this for a few more trains, so that we know that it's running okay. But afterwards, you know, I know we'll be good basically. Yeah, you are another one of those examples. So. Right, we'll get back to this in a moment. Another thing last time that we had to fix was, I believe, one of these depots here with the signaling. I don't recall exactly which one it was, but I do know that we had derped up the signaling on one of our depots, and I also know now what the fix is. And yeah, it's a shame I don't exactly recall which depot it was where. I think it was somewhere over here though, to be honest. And I do know also the root cause of it. Now, just to be sure. Okay, and then yeah, we need that one over there. And then this is all, it seems all alright, you know, but basically the way to get prio is to have a combi signal here, also in the reverse direction, because that creates like two blocks that basically, once the train is in here, already blocks off this exit signal. So what should happen, you know, as it enters, it goes on red. But it hasn't even passed this signal yet, and that is because of the reversing signal that is in the direction that the train will never come from. It basically also counts for this block, you know, the reversal signal. So, knowing this, you know, or well, having learned it again, because I knew this at some point, because I've done all the signals, we have some re-signaling to do over here. So let me just get this in order. Alright, good. I think I got it fixed now. I say that, and yeah, look over here. I got all the signaling done proper. So wait. I do see a small error in my ways, and that is, of course, yeah, exactly. That's how it needs to be. Anyway, now that we got this all sorted and done correctly again, do we have trains over here that are here for unnecessary long periods? No. And do we have long waiting queues? A little, but it's not like it's all clogged up and just standing still and waiting on the tracks here. They are all moving. Okay, except for you. With such a busy station. Now, another thing I have noticed whilst I was watching this and looking for a solution is that this station bit here is a bit underused. So what we can do to remedy this, but I don't know if it will like really fix anything, is do this. Like I said, I don't know if that will fix anything. What's your issue, by the way? Are you broken down or something? Not really. I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll leave this for now. What we have to do, guys, is we have to connect the baby network with the real network. And I think the key for that is over here. So why don't we start out little with just this fruit plantation here. and see that we connect up the baby network with the big network, and then find out how it does. I think this is the excellent first start for that. And then later on we can do some planning for the rest of the fruit plantations and bauxite mines or aluminium mines. So I think we have some construction to do. Guys, here we are. I think we have now officially joined up the network over here. It's only in one direction, but at least for now we have a junction here. However, this is I've made such a mess over here. That's basically what it comes down to. I mean, how on earth am I ever gonna make a junction over here to this direction, for example? I don't even know. I have honestly no idea how to do that, you know, because it's just a mess. We might have to redo everything here at some point, but we'll get to that once you know, the moment is there. I think for now what we have is we got fruit here, and well, where is our little train that does the fruit? It was only moments ago that I saw it, and already I've lost it. There you go. Have I derped something up here? That train's going to this weird place where it's not supposed to go? Or is it because I've forgotten electricity and like this one small spot somewhere, and therefore the train is now derping it up? Well, actually, that might not be the thing. What I've forgotten, it seems to me, is to make a junction over here to this direction. I think I have some more track works to do. Right, and done. Now, this is sorted, I hope. What we need to do now is have a look at what's left for us to connect, because it's basically this giant area over here with already a station here, which I think we should utilize. And if we do so, I think it would not be a bad idea to expand this station a little. So we're gonna have to redo the tracks over here, but I think with this station we can basically grab all of these. This one's a bit far out there, but if we say like we do like a road station here and then one there, it seems pretty doable. And then we can basically grab and these two will have to do separate. Yeah. And I also see that you are again holding up everything. We do not need that. reset late counter. Very good. And also for you, reset the late counter. So yeah, you still need to keep doing this a few times till the timetabling is truly off, because it kind of ingrains in the schedule. But look, see, I mean, everything is running here. It's so much better. No more queue lines for the trains. So I think this was really the good move to make. Yeah, I like it. And also this over here was also a pretty good move, because I now see this track being used a lot more. So. Yeah, it's looking good. Alright, so back to over here. I think we should do some roadworks, get a train station out here, and I think that for all of this, Dustin is gonna be crucial in this. And if only we could deliver this petrol, then we would not have really have any issues with it whatsoever, but alas, it is not for us to get petrol here at this moment. So we need to be careful here. Let's lay down some stations first and then work with the roadworks to avoid angering the authorities unnecessary. Yeah, let's do some station building. Do you even believe this? Like this vehicle here breaks down on its first 100 meters and then it cannot be passed. You've gotta be kidding me. What is this for cheap stuff? I do not buy this bad quality. Right? I hope I didn't. Anyway, moving on. Alright, I think if I am not mistaken, and then we got everything covered, or have I forgotten a... Yeah, no. Oh! I haven't said a thing. There, and that does it. So, we have all the road stuff set up. All we need to do now really is get the train stuff sorted. And I think we should start here right from the base. And that is by expanding the station a little. So yeah, let's do some track works, shall we? Right, I think we have expanded the station in a pretty efficient way, and well, here's how it currently is. If we are going to do all the loading from this station with the existing tracks, the trains are gonna go all the way over here, over here, over here, over here to the bauxite. Whilst the actual station is here. See the distance? See the travel route? I don't know, should we improve this route a little? I mean, what we could do in theory is, but then it would be only, I think we should not do that. I think we should just add one fruit and one bauxite train extra to the mix and use the existing tracks. I mean, after all, that is the advantage of having like a growing network. You can just tag on extra trains and reap the benefits. So that's what we're gonna do. It's already quite a bit there. Let us set up a few trains so that we can start reaping the profits, right? And done! We have ourselves the fruit, bauxite and coal situation all sorted, and yeah, this one's gung-ho quadruple. How is the big station doing, by the way? Oh, do I see this right? Do we have all the trains moving? Do we have nothing waiting? Yep. Was a big and great master move on my end to undo the timetabling. Still a few trains doing an occasional hiccup every now and then, but in the end, because we have everything disabled, it should all sort itself out. But look at just how much smoother this all is, Yeah, much better. And also, another thing I've noticed is our engineering supplies are now actually dwindling. So it might not be such a bad idea to have a look at that at some point and to redo them. So I'll put it on the to-do list as yet another thing for us. Now, you might think that we are there but we still have this station over here to connect to the main track network. However, and I hope you guys will all agree with me, if we're gonna do a bauxite from over here to here and follow the main network, then it's gonna be like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then I don't even know if currently we would have to make like track junctions here, and then it would have to go all the way over there. So that would be like the biggest detour ever. So I think we should not interfere with this line, however tempting that may be. And I think what we should do is connect it straight up to here. Basically, I think that's the shortest way. Or the other way is we connect it up here. Now, Dustin doesn't like us that much. I think the local authorities is poor. Once we start building the tracks for this station, it's done for us. I can tell you that much. That we're done for. But I don't know. I think connecting it up to these tracks here is the quickest and easiest solution, and it also leaves the least amount of tracks or track time for the trains. So yeah, we know what we need to do. Let us do some more track building. Yeah. We got it all sorted now. I think this was the last bit that we actually needed to do for our train network. Now, oh my good lord, is it busy over here? It all seems to be running rather smoothly though, but as for this train station, man, I don't know if we can add any more capacity over here. I would love to, because there is quite a bit of building materials that we could ship out. But if we were to do that, I guess we would have to transfer it by boat. Now, just out of curiosity, you do accept building materials. So in theory, what we could do is we could just add a boat here and ferry it over there. That might not be such a bad idea, to be fair. I mean, it is easy money. Shall we do that? Shall we make a boat? Let's hire a boat. And I think with this we want maximum speed. Yeah, but then the other way around. So you are the quickest, and then it's you. I think this is perfect to have here. So let's do building materials. 250. Nice. And then just go from there till there. In theory, this should be a lot of easy and quick money for us. And maybe we even want like a second boat for that, but I don't know. This was just too good to leave hanging. You know, low-hanging fruit is what it is basically. We could also send it over all the way to Great Wanley. Well, I don't know. Maybe that might be a smarter idea though. But then we would need another boat. We'll just have to see how this turns out with the amount of building materials that we get, you know. So, anyway, now that we got this all done and sorted, I guess the next move for us would be to go over here and deal with the challenge that is this station in terms of getting the farm supplies out, because we are currently not doing anything with the farm supplies. And I say dealing with the challenge as we basically want to connect this train network over to these tracks. And we also need the return tracks to make sense and also connect. Oh, and there is also the terrain that is non-cooperative. Oh, and do not forget about this bauxite mine over here, which is conveniently placed right on top of a hill. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us over here. But that and more all has to wait for next time when we play more OpenTTD.